Okay, so I'm just trying to get a peek at what's behind this door, and the trick is to just pull it open. Oh, okay, well, well, if I didn't know better, I would assume someone was having a, good time with themselves. But I digress. There's a glitch involving this particular door and the guy right behind it. And the trick is to... Oh, wait for it. Yeah, if you open the door just a few inches, then let go and try walking into it, you should now be able to see past the closed door at the guy right behind it. Because now the game no longer recognizes the door as a solid object. There it is again. And now, if you pull the door open all the way and let this guy stick his arm out through the barricades, the door can be slammed in his face and you will see this. Normally, the door is rendered, inanimate as soon as this guy makes his arm, moves his arm through the boards. So anyway, alright, see you later, chum. Take a seat, cunt. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Okay, well, there he goes again. Also, I'm calling bollocks right now. No way even a guy the size of Chris could have made the ground shake like that. Like, we're talking sending tremors through solid concrete, right? I mean, yeah, Chris isn't exactly a shrimp, and he's tough, no question, but that thump, like, you would have thought someone, I don't know, parked a truck up a tree or something, Okay, well, let me just crank this thing real quick, because you hear those, rattling, chains. That's him. That's the guy. He's coming. Oh, he's coming, alright. I'm gonna leave the door open. This is actually my favorite, way to deal with Chris in this particular, instance of the game, this chapter, right? Now, check this out. We're gonna bust his balls big time. I'm going to wait in cover until he goes to check one of the lockers, then make a run for it and slam the door behind his back. How you like that, you fat piece of shit? Okay, I may have gone overboard with this one. Now, always make sure to swing by this little dead end right here to collect this battery. By the way, just a heads up, it's not always going to be there. There might be times where, it's just not spawned and it's not there. But, take it from me, I'm a fucking expert on this game. The vast majority of the time, it's gonna be there. So always make sure to just, check out that tiny little corner. Yeah, so let's squeeze my god through here. And man, this door looks horrible. Looks all twisted up like a pretzel. There's another can of paint. We've seen those before. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to look here. The needle is at 1, so it's all the way down on the ground. Let's crank this thing. Take a look at the needle again. Back up. Beautiful, right? So let's just turn around and hold butt, because we ain't got time to fuck around. Now, Chris, you can count on him to show up looking for you. Yeah, like I said, he's not gonna mess around. He's not gonna let you, run amok, having all the time and doing whatever the hell you want. His job is to dog you, for lack of a better term, right? To make your day a living hell. That's one of the ugliest butts I have ever seen in my entire life. It's just so bloody horrible. Feel free to call me a nitpicking fuck, but his animation is kind of really janky. One of the jankiest out there. Really, look at his left hand. It's not even planted on anything solid, or at least it doesn't look like it. The way it looked, you would have thought it was planted on some kind of invisible surface. I can't exactly put it down in, really good words. Whatever, it's bullshit. Oh, he's coming back. What do you know? How about that? I bet he heard me ragging on him and on his animation, and now he's, swinging back for revenge because, well, why would anyone the size of Chris, want to take crap from someone the size of Miles? Chris may be tanky and hulky, but he's not exactly the brightest guy in the room. You can kind of tell, right? Like, we're right here, and he's just walking past us like we're not there. Whatever, just make a run for it. Don't look back. We're done here, right? We checked off all the boxes. There's nothing else for us to be here for. So yeah, let's just take this ladder down one run at a time, and see what's coming up next. We're not going back up. We're not going back up. Honest. Just kidding. You know me only too well, right? I'm just way too curious, right? I've never done this before. So just for the sake of this playthrough, this walkthrough, this 100% let's play through whatever, I'm going to do this. I'm going to double back to investigate. Because I'm really just curious, knowing this game and just how linear and scripted everything is. Like, you would expect Chris to be gone, That's curious. I've never actually been here. Like, I've never checked out this little drain tunnel or whatever it is. I didn't know it even existed. Had no idea it was even a thing, So, yeah, just poking around, you will... it doesn't take very long to kind of realize that Chris is nowhere to be found, right? If he was around, we would know about this. Like, he would have shown up in my face, like, forever ago. Yeah, so, like I said, guys, we're checking out everything in this game. Every little detail, right? Leave no stone unturned. That's just how we roll these days. Wow! Jesus, Miles, look at him. Look at the way he's jumping. Like, you would think he was trying to fly. Superman style or something. No, honestly, just look at the way he's, like, throwing his arms. Miles. Anyway, Chris is gone, and, as he should be. So, I don't know, let's just make, like, a prom dress and slip off. We got shit to do, right? Well, my dear fellas, you would swear we'd hit our absolute rock bottom, the moment we descended into the sewers. Turns out there's further deeper down we can go yet, and I dread the thought of it. Oh, there we go. He's got his eyes still open and his genitals are missing. Lovely, just lovely. Things like these and days like these make you wish you'd been born a goldfish. 5 seconds and it's like you never saw anything at all. Whoa, well, all these buddies, you would think I wasn't the first one taking this route. Interesting. Oh, let me get all this steam blown in my face, because, nothing like navigating dark doors while you're blind in both eyes. And we have more ladders to climb, so let's take it all the way up. And of course, there's another jump scare, because, this place can't go 2 minutes without, like, tossing a jump scare in my face. That happens, but that was just a scripted event anyway, because as soon as you make it topside, that guy's gone. Now, what we just witnessed, or rather heard, because, we couldn't actually see shit, was the first direct hint as to what this whole, wall rider thing might be. And up until now, it was all foggy and ambiguous, and, bits of evidence here and there, but nothing really solid. Suddenly, you hear some entity tearing a group of inmates to shreds as they scream, "Wall Rider." So how's that not proof we're dealing with something tangible here? Oh, let's hurry or we'll miss the good part. Right here. Wait for it. Did you see that? Well, I'll be damned if that wasn't our dear Father Martini, hurrying along on some sort of errand. Now, what sort of errand requires coming down into sewers, you might ask, and with good reason. I am, for lack of a better term, fucking clueless. But perhaps Martini might have had something to do with all that ruckus back there. You know, those um, fellas getting, skinned alive by Wall Rider or whatever, something. Maybe. We don't know. But I'll guess we'll find out in due time. Alright, now let's move on before we ourselves get skinned alive. You know what? Scratch that. I'm not giving up on that guy. So there's something else I always wanted to check out, right? It's almost like this thing, in the back of my head that just won't let go. Let me see if I can use this door to warp my way across the map and catch up with Martini in that sealed off section of the sewers. So up through here, across the pipes and over the top. Okay, so far so good. Now let's see if I can drop down safely, without breaking both my legs. Oh, so far so good. Still alive. Now down here, and it's a dead end. I mean, I always imagined there would be Martini's model up at the end of this tunnel, like frozen in his tracks as soon as he popped out of our sight. But no, he is, by all standards, gone without a trace. And a good question to ask would be, how the hell did he even get in here? There are no doors, no nothing. I mean, I realize this section of the tunnel is just it's a backdrop for all intents and purposes. And dropping off the edge over here will cause you to get stuck in an infinite loop of falling to your death.
You don't have to be scared.
Bah, I'm not scared of you.
I can tell we're the same. You still know it's real. The doctor's dead, you know that, right? Dr. Wernicke died before he even started working here. What kind of experiments does a dead doctor perform on living patients? That's the question.
A just question, my brother in Christ. And there goes another one talking about Wernicke as if the fossil was still alive. Something smells here, fellas. No way we'd be getting all this crazy talk, about the doctor, still being alive if there was no serious evidence to support that. Like, if there is smoke, there's fire. You get the gist, right? Let's give credit where it's due for what this place is worth. This particular guy, is still surprisingly sane, right? Like, you would think after everything he's been through, he would be kind of like bonkers, But no, he's a bit twitchy, but other than that, he's chill. Good for him, I guess. Let's go. And down again. Down, down, down. For some reason, it's always down, never up. And man, okay, we have female word and we have male word. Ward, whatever. Now, obviously, we can't go and see the females, with hairy jungles down south. So, yeah, some kind of day. Now, let's make use of our eyes and pay some attention to the water. What are those things just bustling around in the water? Fish? Leeches? Turds? I don't know, whatever they are everywhere in this part of the sewers. And they are actually pretty, super easy to miss unless you really know what you're looking for, right? And I don't know, do leeches even live in places like sewers? I always figured they were wildlife, found only in the wilderness, but beats me. This place is lousy with blood, so might as well be leeches. And this fella just collapsed out of nowhere, just completely out of the blue. What a buzzkill. I was just talking about what a great time I was having, and wait, are those guts just sort of stuck, wrapped around this pipe or something? How are they stuck to it? Makes no sense. Oh, Jesus. And there's a garbage bag which is full. I don't even want to start guessing what might be lurking inside. Probably someone's, guts or something. But it's kind of janky, so anyway, let's just move on. There's someone's foot, more intestines. Man, this place is just pure nightmare nightmare stuff, and more guts. Yeah, like I said, man, it's all about guts today. And look, there's a dead guy, and his noggin is missing, which suggests with 100% certainty that this guy had been whacked by none other than Chris Walker, because he's the only one who does that. Let's be honest. He's the only one who goes for people's heads. No, who's there? Open up, so I can ravage your private areas. I don't know why I had to say this. All right, let's crouch and start climbing. Oh, not climbing. Crouching. Not crouching. Crawling. Sort of like duck crawling. No. It's called duck walks. So we're duck walking right now, or bear crawling. Take your pick. Okay, let's hang a left, and it's a dead end. I knew there would be a grating, like I felt it in my balls. Okay, so we through here now. That's the only way through, and there's not a whole lot going on. You would think at this point they'd be like throwing Chris Walker in your face, like surprise attack, motherfucker.
Little fake.
But no, guess not. But wait for it. This place ain't all sunshine and unicorns. And that's another jerry can of ALX, which is like some fictional brand of bleach brand. Oh no, wait, the other one. Wait for it. Look. Oh, hello. It's not as much a jump scare as it is just some idiot sort of like bobbing his head like he was throwing down on the dance pad or something. Look at him.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Also, where did his mouth go? And what doesn't make sense is this guy, like, what's behind him? You can't see shit. It's just pitch black, which kind of leads me to believe there is absolutely nothing behind him. It's just null and void. Like, I mean, it's just a black backdrop, right? Because why would you sort of waste time designing a level, an area that has absolutely no access to it, right? It makes no sense from the time management point of view. Oh, and please do make sure to slip through that gaping hole and check out this area in case there might be a battery for your camera, which in most instances, there's gonna be one. Next, we're going to climb over these stacked up crates and back down into the water we go. Nasty bit of business. But, and guess what? There is a secret room. Yeah, so there's a secret room that most people totally miss out on passing through here. And I'm telling you right now, because I've seen some playthroughs out there, and it would seem that most people have no idea this room even exists. Oh, actually, his head is still attached. Well, which means something else must have killed him, not Chris Walker. Is that shit? Oh, I think this guy must have shut himself right before he checked out. Anyway, there is a secret area, kind of like a secret room, which most players totally miss out on. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought someone just tried to crap down on my head from above. So there is this secret room, and I know I keep saying there is this secret room, I keep circling back to it, but never actually getting anywhere with it. Let me just check. No, it's just a dead end. So, the secret room, here it comes. Ta-da! This is it. I know, there's not a whole lot going on here, right? It's just sort of like a dead end room, but there is this dead guy and his last journal entry. And if you read through it, this sheds some light not only on who this guy was, which is not quite clear. I mean, from the looks of it, he might have been a patient, he might have been a staff, whatever. But he says that he can no longer hear the wall rider, you know, as if it was something real. And yeah, I get it. One could easily play it off as, this guy being bonkers because he was a patient at a mental asylum. But by now we have established that clearly something is going on here. And there's something called Wall Rider that's been terrorizing this place since before we arrived. And now this guy explicitly drops this name in his note saying that he can't hear this thing, whatever it is. Okay, we're almost ready to call it quits in the sewers. God knows I've had enough of this reek to last me a lifetime, and that's me being generous with kind words here. But this place being what it is, hear that rattling off in the distance? That's Chris. Should have known it wouldn't be as easy as just waltzing across, right? So there is a cool little way to beat this guy to the exit, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Well, actually, you're free to do it whichever way works best for you, but what I like to do is I head around the room, hugging the wall at all times. Then, as soon as I see a staircase and a faint light sort of spilling out from above, I turn and cut straight across towards the stairs. And then I just make a break for it, just like that. That's right. Eat ass, Chris. Eat my ass. Oh, Howie. I didn't realize I'd made it this far already. Meet Howie. He's so through with this place, he couldn't care less if his fingers looked weird as fuck. Okay, music, you can sort of chill out now, right? Chris is not up here, he's not chasing us anymore, so why don't you just take a break, take a smoke break, step out for, the good old double espresso and a cigarette. Now, look up ahead and try telling me we're not diving headlong into an ambush. As soon as I take another step forward, a guy will show up at the far end with a giant bat ready to bash my fucking brains out. We can take it head on and just roll with the punches, or we can turn tail and fall back around the last corner. Oh, fuck me. And the beauty of the second approach is that, this way you can shake off that guy pretty much right away. He won't chase you. He won't even bother to chase you. And make sure to grab this battery right here. Trust me, there's no such thing as too many batteries, not in this game. So yeah, this guy is nowhere to be found. In fact, one might mistakenly believe that he just disappeared, but that's just not true. Well, I'll be damned if it's not Silky, or at least someone who looks just like him. And that's another note in French, but we've seen the exact same thing before, so I'm not even gonna squander my time looking at it. And here's the guy with the nightstick in his right hand. See that stick? Man, if I hadn't beat it like I did, that stick would have very likely ended up my ass. And I would not have loved it one bit. You can take it from me. I think I just saw someone dash by like they had 2 seconds to make it to the lavatory. Dude, what is your problem? Where are you going? Oh, you hear that? That, if I'm not mistaken, that sounds like someone being shredded alive by something or someone, possibly, perhaps, called the Wall Rider. Oh, and by the way, that fella is a phony thing. Like, he's just a dud. Someone or something has been dumping a lot of dead bodies here, and I just wonder who or what is behind all that mess, because that mess is on someone. Okay, so we're out of the sewers and we're now in the male ward, and that's beautiful. That's something to be really excited about. Okay, I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. You guys take care of yourself. Bye.